Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now, I tell you, you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who can have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's ball. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. He's loose. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cobb. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. No, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Right down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, if you're going to hit that in route against zone coverage, you're going to have to play with better timing. The quarterback needs to anticipate that throw a little bit more and get it out sooner.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going up top again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Handoff to the lone back. Powers through the defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
That is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game, and on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. It's a running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard rip.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Singleton.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on second down. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Howard. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Cobb. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's long. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's got him. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Turning on the Jets. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone.
Number 48, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Quick catch on third down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last
this drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
On 4th down. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through, playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And leading the Wildcats. After ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the option. Quick toss. Finding open areas. Oh, out of space. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving away from pressure. That's peeled in, it's caught. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making side adjustments here. The give out of the gun. Runs through a tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the catch. It's caught. And they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease. It's Alston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Hand off from the gun. Plows through the defense.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He's got his man. Makes the grab.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it into overtime.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. This to tie things up in the final minute. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. We'll get it started here in overtime. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Hester. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Wildcats! They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
The defense knew coming into this.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Did not get it, and instead of kicking the extra point, they missed the 2, and the lead is 6. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Singleton. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. 4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship. And